To get swing with a cricket ball, you have to have a ball that's asymmetric. So you have a smooth side to the ball here, you have a rough side here, and you point the seam in this direction if you want the ball to travel in this direction. Because this side is smooth, the airflow around this side of the ball is what we call laminar flow, which is a very smooth, ordered flow. But because of how the laminar flow operates, it separates from the ball quite early. So the boundary layer might separate around here. So you get a wake behind this side of the ball in this direction. On the other side, however, you have flow which is laminar to begin with. It reaches the seam, and the seam trips it into turbulent flow. So you have a turbulent boundary layer, and a turbulent boundary layer will stick to the ball for longer and separate later. So you end up with a resultant wake coming in this direction. Therefore, you have a force acting on the ball in this direction. So as the ball travels through the air, it will swing in the direction that the seam is pointing, like that.
We're looking at the ball from above. It's travelling in this direction. It's coated with a layer of air that flows round the ball called the boundary layer. This layer clings to the shiny side and then leaves the ball, causing a wake. The boundary layer is tripped by the seam and becomes turbulent on the rough side. This turbulent layer sticks to the ball for longer. The wake puts more pressure on this side of the ball, making it swing to the right.
The ball is delivered in exactly the same way, but now you can see the whole ball is rougher. What happens now is you have turbulence on both sides of the ball. So as the air is travelling around the ball on this side, it's turbulent and it will separate fairly late. On this side of the ball, the flow is turbulent before it reaches the seam, and the seam causes the turbulent boundary layer to thicken. Because it's a thicker layer, it leaves earlier. So in this case, the wake is in this direction. This means you have a resultant force on the ball in this direction, causing it to reverse swing, like so. Now the batsman's expecting it to go that way, because he can see the seam, but it goes in the opposite direction.
The ball is travelling in this direction. Air is turbulent round both sides of the ball, but when it reaches the seam, it's tripped and becomes even thicker. This thick layer peels away from the ball earlier, putting pressure on this side of the ball, so the ball swings to the left.